all my Kenvians, and welcome to a new episode of Papa Ken Plays Doki Doki Literature Club. And in the last one, we hit a pretty severe emotional roller coaster, what with Sayori's admission that she has depression, me getting angry at the primary character for some of the ways in which he handled that, and then, yeah, we went along with the first of choices, which was Natsuki. And, yeah, we're going to continue through, and I'm going to go with Yuri into the weekend, and then Monica, and then Sayori, and we'll see if things change at all. And in the meantime, I will, I'll skip ahead through anything that might need to be skipped through. Like the portion where we first meet with Sayori, and she tells us about the depression. Like, I don't want to have to go through all of that again. So if that same scene happens, we'll skip through it. But I will make sure to, play through any new text that might come up. So, let's start up this episode with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki! I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Kenn?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad.
I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word. Uh-oh. Oh my. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Kenn?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
She's annoyed. Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Kenn picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it.
I'm kind of surprised, though. Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Okay, so if you pick one or the other, then the other decides to... Well, the one that you pick sounds like Sayori to try and cheer the group up. Although Monica definitely seems less disturbed, I guess, this time around. She seems happy, as opposed to when Natsuki spoke. She was just kind of like, okay. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Okay, so it's basically going to play out similarly that we give them our phone number, so on and so forth. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope that I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Kenn. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. No. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. He likes you. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday! My anxiety shoots through the roof. Okay, going over pretty much most of the same text. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Handling her?! Okay. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? It's probably too early for that. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. They could have at least changed that up a little bit. It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself, okay, there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I don't have Skip available. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside... Okay, so this is the portion where we would go in to talk to Sayori, and I have the skip option available. So, I'm going to do that just to fast forward ahead. If you want to see my reaction to the whole Sayori situation, go watch the previous episode. Well, not the whole thing. I did skip through part of it because the recording screwed up, but all the same. Here we go, yeah, just fast forwarding through... Okay, so now we get to see what happens when Yuri's around. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. teenage boys. Well, and everyone tends to have stupid thoughts like that, so don't get annoyed, Papa. Okay. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. And by the way, she looks adorable in that turtleneck. Just wanted to say. It's so clean. You should have seen it like 10 minutes ago. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Yeah. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. That's... Unless you have something super secretive in there, I don't see the reason why you have to, like, grab her wrist. Or maybe I'm just imagining it more aggressively than is intended. I don't know. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Well, try again, dude. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Uh-oh. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Uh-oh. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Yeah, it is. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yeah, again, not the best word, but it works. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Clearly, dude. Clearly. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Probably both. Here's a marker, Kenn. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Okay. I don't think this is weird at all. I had a knife collection when I was growing up. I technically still have a knife collection. I think it's like down in the basement somewhere. I don't really, display them or anything like that anymore, but I do have a knife collection. I used to even have the fake ninja swords and stuff like that. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I say this, as if Yuri is a real person, but, I don't know, maybe someone watching, also has weird things that they're into. It's okay. As long as you're not hurting anyone. It's okay. Anyway, please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Kenn! Why did you do that? Didn't expect it to be that sharp. How hard did you press your finger to the frickin' knife, dude? Unless it's seriously razor sharp, there's no reason that should have hurt. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. That's worrisome. But anyway. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. That escalated. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh. I just, with the text, I might, if I remember to, I might enlarge it here. Just like the big O dash big O is just kind of like how I'm feeling right now with this scene. Just like, okay. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? I don't know if the tongue part... Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it. Or this might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Kenn! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Kenn. Yuri giggles shyly. Okay, that's good. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. There's not much of a space between out and side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. Just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. Is all this necessary? I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. Oh, no. I think I'm starting to pick up on some things. We'll see how this plays through, but I'll give my guess at the end of this. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat! What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with the watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Legit. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Uh-oh.
Kya!
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. That's adorable. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Okay, that was a little bit... I think the red eyeliner is just a little bit scary with her. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I'm not used to that kind of deal. Kind of looks like blood. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait.
Eh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago.
Ah.
Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. So yeah, much less awkward than with Natsuki. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I've finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping she would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well...
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer.
I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Kenn. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Hi! I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Eh?
Ah! Hi, Kenn.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Kenn. I just stopped by to say hi. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course!
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Okay, so it's at this point, well, it gave me the option to skip again. So let's see if it stops at any other different text or if it takes us all the way to the choice. Yep, it brings us right back there, okay. Tell you what, this is going to be a longer episode. First of all, I'm going to save that. And let's load the game and go back to the choice. So, I think we have enough time to do one more, and that will be Monica. So, let's go on ahead and go with Monica. I will say this. Of the two characters, I feel like I might have mentioned this on a previous episode too, but of the two characters, I honestly feel like Yuri would be one that I would actually, naturally be attracted to if I was, that age and she was real. Natsuki, I don't know as much. It doesn't feel as natural, I guess. But yeah, okay, so that's it. Anyway, continuing on with the Monica choice. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, you picked me!
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one... That was weird. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well.
But Kenn was the one who...
That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? Fly, die. There's a fly in my room and I'm trying to kill it.
What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Wait, excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place.
That's completely false, Monica.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know.
We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President?
Okay. I get it.
It's technically most logical for Kenn to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Oh. Okay then. Well, let's take the time and see what happens when we pick Sayori. Or is it literally just Natsuki or Yuri that can, like, actually be chosen? Curious. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go with one of the two saves, or... Well, I guess I don't really have to go to the saves. I can just, I would probably move forward with having picked Yuri. And I can skip ahead, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, skipping. Oh, okay, so I can stop it by clicking. I do want to try and revisit the beginning part of the conversation with Sayori, just because I lost it because of the recording issue. Okay. Oh, there is some different text. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Oh, okay. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Oh, there are some differences. Interesting. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If we just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Okay, so here we are. Now we'll get to see what happens with, well, I'll skip ahead. Here we go. Okay, so I'll be able to explore like the beginning part up to, I'll try and remember where I picked up in the beginning of the previous video since, you know, I lost all that recording session. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I'd end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Kenn.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You would have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it?
Okay, I can't go through too much of this right now. But go through a little bit more just to make sure I'm caught back up with it.
I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Kenn.
But
you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Kenn? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that?
Have I already been at this part? Because I know there was a point, it's like he says something that I got really upset at, but I can't remember if that was in the footage that I lost or not. I will be right back. I'm going to check on something real quick. Alright, so I confirmed that, yes, I did go through this last time. So instead of, taking you all back through it again, we'll go ahead and skip ahead. Go through all of this, and it's so weird just watching this. It's a little bit of banter, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all the way to the decision, and then I guess I'll end the episode with the decision. We'll see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, from this part I'll read and I'll make a decision. Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Kenn. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. Excuse me. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Kenn. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Kenn, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel.
Oh, this...
And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Frick. So, again, neither choice is a good one. Neither of these choices is what she needs to hear. So the fact that they only give these two choices really bothers me. But it's like, she's depressed, she's going through all this. As a character, I really do like her. And I feel like the character, despite the fact that he's kind of a douchebag, really likes her too. He's just kind of he's thick in the head about it. And maybe this, it could be a minor choice, but I swear I feel like this is going to be one of those big choices you make. So, I saved it, so if needed, I can go back and I'll pick the other one. But at a time like this, I think I've made my decision. I love you.
Eh?
Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Kenn.
Aww. Aww. I hope that was the right choice. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Kenn, is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Kenn. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away?
Oh God. Oh, depression.
They're not going away at all, Kenn.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. I'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Kenn?
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah. I do. That's my promise. I don't like putting it that way. I really don't like. It's not my writing. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. They'll never be the way they were. Ever. Ever. She has depression. That's something you have to work on. That's something that takes time. Things will never be the way they were again. Things will change. Things could get worse. But they can also get a lot better. There will be downslopes. I say this as a person with depression. Things will never be the way they were again, but they can get better. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. And there's no music. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Why is there still no music?
Kenn! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Okay. Yeah. I was about to get really pissed, but okay. He's just being dumb. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all?
You should take a little responsibility for her, Kenn. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, that's, Why is there still no music? This is really weird.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people like the club more, take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Yeah, I actually did.
Kenn, what's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. I have a really bad feeling. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the fuck? I can't deal with that music right now. Uh, What the hell? God. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? Would they do that? Would they do that? Would they have me wake up and it be a nightmare? This isn't real. Because even the poems seem like something out of a nightmare. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. It's a nightmare. That explains the weird music, the weird graphic glitch that happened before. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. Neither of those are what she needs! What she was going through, if you told her that she will always be your best friend, that it would be... Or maybe I'm wrong! Maybe I'm wrong! Should I reload it? She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? What? The file is missing or corrupt? The save file is corrupt, starting a new... What? What's going on? So is this literally just a game to mess with me? Was it even possible to save Sayori? Until next time, everyone, I'm Papa Kenn. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.